respected principal sir, vice principals, head teachers, coordinators, teachers, and my dear parents. A very hearty and delightful good evening to one and all. I assure you all that this evening will be extremely fruitful with all of its information, and the upcoming sessions will remain refreshing in our minds for a very long time. So let's not waste any time because we got a lot of good things awaiting for you.
The first moral and spiritual value taught to us by SIS CBSEI is to begin every little or small thing with the Almighty's blessing. I now call upon Muhammad Reda and Muhammad Wasim for the recitation of the Holy Quran. I request everyone to kindly stand.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صدق الله العظيم.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Honor of the day of judgment. The alone we worship, the alone we ask for help. Show us the straight path, the path of those whom Thou hast favored, not the path of those whom Thou entangle, nor of those whom go astray. Holy true are the words of Allah.
Please be seated. Welcoming the guests are of uttermost importance, which is another value taught in our CBSEI. With this kind note, I would call upon Lamia Ibrahim to deliver the welcome speech to all present here.
My child and I hold hands on the way to school. And when I leave him at the first grade door, he cries a little, but is brave. He does let go. My selfish tears remind me how I cried before that door a life ago. Respected principal, vice principals, coordinators, teachers, and undoubtedly the most revered guests of our incredible and exciting evening. Dear parents, Assalamu alaikum and a pleasant good evening to you all. By courtesy, I should introduce myself. I am Lamia of grade 7 BI. And it is also an honor to be welcoming you all to this important occasion of Parent-Teacher Orientation Program 2016. A special welcome to those of you who are in the campus for the first time. Dear parents, on this significant occasion, I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to all parents whose presence is a source of strength and inspiration for all of us. This is critical in helping to build support for our school. I fervently hope that all of us attending this session shall take away something of great value. Loving parents, it is your genuine thought. It is your generous wish, and it is your generative will to educate and enlighten your child, and that brings you and us to meet, deliberate, and explore the possibilities to give the best of both worlds to our children. It is no wonder, indeed, that every journey begins with a single step. And this amazing journey of Shantiniketan Indian School too began with some inspiring and invigorating steps. We are also well aware that success is achieved by ordinary people with extraordinary determination. Therefore, I would like to invite Ms. Ganga of grade 6th I to introduce us to two prominent intellectuals who at present are the guiding force and vital energy of this dynamic building blocks of 21st century education. Thank you very much indeed, and over to Ganga.
When you enter this loving corridor, consider yourself one of the special members of an extraordinary family. Thank you, Lamia. I, Ganga of grade 6I, consider myself highly privileged to be a resource of Parent Orientation 2016. It gives me great pleasure on this obliging evening to introduce respected Principal Dr. Subhash Nair, Vice Principal CBSEI Mr. Deadly O'Connor, Vice Principal Mr. Shihabuddin, and the head teachers. About Dr. Subhash Nair. Master and Doctorate are his titles for 24 years now. Within repose, he held erudite recitals mostly in the Middle East, engaging, influencing, and transforming schools into institutions of reputation by leading professional teachers in the path of innovation and change. A true friend of learning who cares ardently about his school and children and envisages Shantiniketan Indian School to be a center of excellence and innovation. For Dr. Subhash, safe, positive, and supportive learning environment is the right of every learner to enrich and enlighten himself or herself. This eminent crusader of education strives and leaves no stone unturned so that each and every child of Shantiniketan grows, develops, and realizes his full potential. For this amazing person, every child is unique, and therefore he or she deserves imaginative and engaged pedagogy. Dr. Subhash Nair. Now, let me have the incredible honor of introducing Vice Principal CBSEI, Mr. Deadly O'Connor, a Master's of English Literature and a very charismatic leader and a stellar teacher trainer who has served educational organizations of international repute for more than 28 years. He is not a kind of person who follows others, but believes in taking up novel ideas and trying to develop. honorary serving missionaries of charity, Kolkata, India, as a relentless social worker for a period of 10 years, has contributed as a resource person for the promotion of education, encouraging latest ideas and techniques to assist teachers to be abreast with the changing trends and demands of the present generation. Mr. Deadly O'Connor. Thank you, and over to Salma.
Mr. Abdul Salam, the administrator of Shantiniketan Indian School. He is responsible for the physical facilities of the school. Mr. Shabuddin P. He is the Vice Principal, Academic National. He is the head of secondary and he is the head of secondary. Mr. Donald DeCosta, the junior coordinator. He's the class teacher of 5th I. He teaches social and English. Mr. Rida El-Shinawi, the senior coordinator. He teaches 1I, 4th I, 6th I, 7th I, and 10th I. Mrs. Hima, she's the class teacher of Montessori 1AI. Mrs. Vinita, she's the class teacher of Montessori 1BI. Mrs. Shafana Farwin, she's the class teacher of Montessori 2AI. Mrs. Bhavna Manmohan, she's the class teacher of 1AI. She teaches maths, EVS, and English. Mrs. Shabana Tanvir, she's the class teacher of 2AI. She teaches maths, EVS, and English. Mrs. Shardamani, she's the class teacher of 3AI. She teaches maths, science, English, and social. Mr. Austin Solomon, he's the class teacher of 1BI. He teaches maths, social, English, and science. Mrs. Lalita Devi, she's the class teacher of 4AI. She teaches maths, social, English, and science. Mr. Jeevan P. He teaches social studies for classes 6I, 7th I, and 10th I. Mr. Shabir NP. He teaches Islamic studies and Qatar history from classes 3 to classes 10. Mr. Sheikh Adam. He teaches science for classes 5I, 6th I, and 7th I. Mr. Biju Krishnan. He teaches English for classes 6th I, 7th I, and 10th I. Mr. Tonon Fernandez. He teaches chemistry. He teaches class 10I. Mrs. Jasana Maria Jus. She teaches physics for class 10I. Mr. Salim. He teaches biology for class 10I. Mr. Sila. He teaches French. Mrs. Nimisha Sebi. She teaches Malayalam. Mrs. Geeta Rajesh. She teaches Hindi. Mrs. Abida Haider. She teaches Urdu. Mr. Jasir Sagar. He teaches Arabic for classes 3I, 4th I, 5th I, and 6th I. Thank you, and over to Giselle.
Thank you, Salma. Now I call upon the students of 5, 6, and 7 to recite the poem If by Rudyard Kipling.
By Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired of waiting, or being lied about, don't be realized, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk twice. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with crime and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can dare to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by names to make a crack of fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. all men come with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you will be a man, my son.
What is CBSEI in SIS and how we, the sons and daughters here, feel about it? Let's call Muhammad Wasim to share the feeling on our behalf.
I am CBSEI, you are CBSEI, we all are CBSEI. Good evening, everyone. My name is Muhammad Wasim of Class 6I. I joined in CBSEI from the time it originated in the year 2011. CBSEI is my home, my society, my community, and my everything. I have had the pleasure of being molded by Mrs. Shabana in Class 1 and Class 2, Miss Lim in Class 3, Mr. Dion in Grade 4, and Mr. Donald in Grade 5. I have had the privilege of mother teachers from Grade 1 to Grade 5, which has been an immense strength to my foundation years of learning, budding to be good in all areas of academics and co-scholastics. In CBSEI, teachers are personalized by taking special care in developing our skills through technology, interactive, inclusive, activity-based methods of teaching. I am sure my parents feel privileged to witness the confidence they see in me while I speak here today. This is not just the case with me, but you can witness the same through many children performing and speaking this evening. CBSEI has encouraged us to build on confidence and to be bold in our activities. We have shown visible excellence through simple skills of speaking, dancing, acting, and our Bringle quiz proves our advancement in maths, social, and science. Many of my elder brothers who have finished class 12 are now in Canada, America, and New Zealand, are preparing themselves to become doctors, businessmen, and engineers. So who are we? We are CBSEI. I love, you love, we all love CBSEI. Thank you, SIS, for giving us a lovely CBSEI.
Thank you, Wasim. Now we have a short video showing all the activities done in CBSEI.
Assessments and examinations are very scary for all students. But if evaluations are done using techniques which are refreshing, interesting, and scare-free, then imagine how excited students would be. They would have no fear of examination, but at the same time give great value and respect for it. Such a great technique is used in our CBSEI, which has made students fearless and has built a sense of competence in us all. I would call upon Ganga to explain this unique strategy.
CCE, Continuous and Comprehensive Evaluation. A brief introduction. What is CCE? CCE refers to a system of school-based assessment that covers all aspects of the student's development. CCE. C. Continuous, regular and periodic assessments. C. Comprehensive. Scholastic and co-scholastic, which includes life skills, attitudes, and values. E. Evaluation, formative assessment, and summative assessment. Scholastic. What is scholastic? It contains two parts, A and B. A. Languages, math, science, and social science. B. Seva, perspective, research, visual and performing art education, and physical education. Co-scholastic. It contains three parts, life skills, attitudes and values, and activities and clubs. Life skills. Social skills, thinking skills, and emotional skills. Attitudes and values. Attitudes and values system. Activities and clubs. Scientific skills, creative skills, performing art, and eco club. Formative. Summative. Assessment. Formative assessment and summative assessment. In short form, FA and essay. Formative assessment. FA1, FA2, FA3, and FA4. Regular and periodic. Formal or informal, using different tools. Diagnostic and remedial. Summative assessment. SA1 and SA2. At the end of each term, evaluates achievement, gives feedback to the student, teacher, and parent. Assessment. FA1, April to May, along with Unit Test 1 in May. FA2, May to June, along with Unit Test 2 in June. Then we come to SA1 in October, which is 50 marks 3 to 5 and 90 marks 6 to 10. FA3, which is November and December, along with Unit Test 3 in December. FA4, January and February, along with Unit Test 4 in February. Then we come to SA2 in March, which is 50 marks 3 to 5 and 90 marks 6 to 10. Assessment criteria. FA2 activities using different tools. The best of FA activities using different tools plus the unit, we take the average, which is the final grade. Thank you, and over to Giselle.
Thank you, Ganga. I now call upon Kareem for the vision and Diksha for the mission.
I am Kareem Ahmed of class 3AI, and I am here to teach all of you the vision of the school. I will say the vision part by part, and I request all of you to repeat after me. Since you all are the stakeholders and must know the vision of the school, now I request all of you to stand to learn the vision of the school. Please repeat after me. A center of excellence molding responsible citizens with outstanding life skills to meet all the needs of the globe. A symbol of innovation committed to provide education, blending head and heart, nurturing human and humane qualities. Thank you, and over to Diksha.
Thank you, Kareem. Good evening. I am Diksha of grade 5I. I am here to share, help, and to teach you the mission of our school. So I request everyone to repeat after me. Provide an environment that leads the learner to excel in pursuit of knowledge and experience in an atmosphere of genuine freedom and profound joy. Develop all the intellectual capacities guided by the spiritual instinct to be role models with positive outlook and adherence to ethics. Equip teachers with novel resources to bloom themselves and to groom the growing buds to their best, ensuring meaningful participation of the parent. Infuse temper of competence and sense of cooperation to excel as exemplary global citizen. Thank you, and I request all of you to sit down. Thank you, and I hand over the mic to Sadri.
Self-discipline, most anything is possible. In CBSE, our teachers help and take care as well as take measures to make our life well-disciplined. They help and mold our lives to lead as global citizens. With this kind note, I would call upon Lamia for the discipline policy of the school, followed by Salma for the demonstration on expected behavior of a student during break time.
Now, I would like to share the disciplinary policies of our school with you. Please note that all of the photographs of students used in these PowerPoint slides have no bearing of indiscipline on the children's behavior. In fact, they are examples of good and great behaviored students. The sequence of corrective measures. The first process is recording. This process involves omission forms. An omission form is a form given to the student to let him or her know about their mistake. 3 omission forms will be given before a written warning. Written warning. Information in writing will be sent to the parent about the child's misbehavior. Infraction slip. It is a small notice sent to the parent which they have to sign and send back to the teacher. Acknowledgement from the parent will be filed. Counseling. Child will be under counseling for 2 weeks, after which the counselor's report will be filed. The next process is in-school suspension. In this process, the child will not be allowed to attend the class, but will be facilitated with the teacher in a classroom with special emphasis on rectification of the problem. Special behavior training. In this process, the child will be under constant observation and a special program designed by the counselor on rectification of behavior will be implemented. Meeting with parents. The parents will be called to attend a meeting with the vice principal, discipline in charge, and the concerned teachers. This will be considered as a warning. Out of school suspension. In continuation, where there is no change in behavior, the parent will be advised to keep the child at home and give special attention and emphasis to rectifying the child's problem. The next process is community help and training. Both school and parent will seek help from the community to assist the child in understanding his or her role as an individual in the society. The final process is change of school or transfer. At this final stage, the child will be given transfer certificate from the school. Thank you, and over to Giselle.
Now we have Salma for the discipline policy of the school, followed by a demonstration on expected behavior of student during break time.
Thank you, Lamia. I am Salma Ahmed of Class 7AI, and I am going to tell you about the rules we follow to help us be disciplined, performing, and successful. So let's start with the first classroom rule. Show respect for teachers, classmates, and yourself. Be on time inside the classroom and in your assigned seat when the bell rings. Be prepared for the class every day and before every period. Raise your hand and get teacher's permission before you speak. Be polite while you speak. No food or drink except bottled water is permitted during class hours. Keep the classroom neat and tidy. Follow teacher's instructions and complete tasks and assignments on time. Listen, stay focused on the task, and work hard to learn and understand. And rule number 10, inform the teacher if you face difficulties or inconvenience. The above rules educated us about the rules we follow during the class hours. Apart from these rules, we also have certain instructions we follow to help us become exemplary global citizens. First, we keep the back down so we have enough space to sit comfortably. We wish teachers and fellow classmates whenever we meet them. Then, we go and come in a line for second language, prayers, and for physical education. Make sure your notebooks are maintained very, very neatly. We make sure to use only black sweaters or school sweaters. Use of correction pens or whiteners is strictly prohibited. We make sure that girls' scarves are tied neatly and boys' haircuts are neat and clean. Now I'm going to say something very important for the school kids. Please, Mom, please, 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 I really want one. Has the constant whining caused you to pack more burgers and chips for your kids for the break time at school? If you thought that giving into junk food as tiffin was harmless, then we are sorry to break the bubble. Why should junk food be avoided? Junk food has negligible nutritional value. It has excessive fat, alarmingly higher quantities of salt and sugar. It also has added food coloring. All these result in disease like kidney disease, obesity, fatigue, etc. It is our endeavor to help you become a strict parent for your children and take up that extra effort of making some healthy food for your kids and family. We advise you to send your children with some boiled vegetables, some cut and mixed fruits, or even some homemade prepared sandwiches. About the tiffin break rules, let me take up the extra effort of demonstrating the tiffin break rules. First, take the napkin and spread it on the table. Then, take your lunchbox and keep it on top of the napkin. The napkin will prevent the food from dirtying the table. Then take your water bottle and keep it beside the napkin. When we finish our food, cover the food again neatly with the napkin. And keep it inside your bag. Then drink water while sitting slowly. Do not drink water while standing or when on move. If you have bought food like croissant, make sure to throw the wrappers into the dustbin. At last, classroom neatness is our responsibility. This is all I wanted to share with you. I hope my session was fruitful and brought some kind of awareness for you about the rules. Thank you, and over to Giselle.
Thank you, Salma. Well, music and dance creates an atmosphere of profound joy and genuine freedom. So let's not waste any time and enjoy the beats of the rhythm of dance by Ganga and Diksha. So dear parents, sit back and enjoy the lovely dance.
झूठी मोह माया सच्चा मन का वो कौन जहाँ प्रेम रतन पाया प्रेम रतन पाया
was a really awesome performance. I request our principal to enlighten us with his wise words on this wonderful evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. How do you feel? To be frank, this was a surprise for me. I never thought that our children are going to be a resource person to enlighten our parents today evening. Give our children, a young resource person, a big round of applause. Dear parents, we are indeed grateful to each one of you for your valuable time spent with us today and also for your continued support. We sincerely believe that your support is the most important and significant aspect of the growth, development, and achievement of our children. We are just helping them to unravel their potential. We're just helping them to identify their skills and competencies. Each child is different from others. Each child needs special kind of care, encouragement, and very enthusiastic guidance from all of us. And fortunately, in CBSE I section of Shantiniketan Indian School, all these things blend well. And I'm really grateful to Mr. Dudley O'Connor for rightly guiding teachers and children towards excellence. And look at the way the small boys and girls try to teach you the vision and mission of our school. And I would like each one of you to go through these vision and mission statements once again, get back home, get a diary from your child's bag, read the vision and mission statement, analyze it, understand what exactly we really want to do for your children. And this was an example of innovation. Till last year, teachers were trying to explain to you the assessment criteria and also the discipline policies. Today, I've seen our own children trying to tell you what the classroom rules are that they follow, what the mission statements are, what the vision statements are, and also the beautiful discipline policy meant to correct each and every child's behavior with the intention of helping them to understand and develop as very useful global citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, we are really, really grateful to you for taking care of our children. They're our children. And they need unlimited love and affection from you. And it's my request to spend even more and more time with your children, listening to them. They have a lot to tell you. Every day at school, they learn a lot. They have 8 instructional periods, 1 recess, and a prayer break. Every period is so dynamic and eventful. They must be having a lot of things to share with you. Encourage them to share, and listening to them is an indication that you love them, you take care of them. You can trust your children. Of course, they are our children. But make it a point to tell them or make them understand you verify each and every fact. Therefore, you need to communicate with your wards teachers and to the school. The best way to communicate without wasting anybody's time is sending a mail to sisqatar@sisqatar.info. Each and every viewpoint of yours, suggestion from you, complaints, or whatever it may be, will be taken with utmost seriousness. And your feedback is what gives us the real information for us to improve from what we are. Together, we can do much more. Within the limitations, we are trying to give your children the best opportunities. We are planning to start some evening coaching programs for games and art, craft, and music and dance. The information will reach you. If it finds suitable for your ward, you may register. So we are trying to extend our helping hand for our children to develop. You're also welcome to find external sources for helping our children to develop their skills and talents. And we would request you never to send your children for any particular tuitions for core subjects like English, math, science, and social science. Of course, you can take external help for developing talents like music, dance, etc. But never send them for tuition, because our program is carefully crafted for helping your child to develop these core subjects. Any external interference can confuse our children. I would also request you to be extremely careful about the values that we help our children to imbibe. For example, truthfulness. In the classroom, teachers are carefully giving them experiences to help them imbibe these values. Trustworthiness, truthfulness, honesty, and the like. They should never have an opportunity to have conflicting experience at home. They should not doubt integrity of their parents. You should be extremely careful not to give such experiences. Of course, as all of us know, personality is the sum total of experiences that one possesses. Therefore, we would request you to give excellent experiences for your child, a good book to read, a good outing when you have time, and a lot of good stories. Spend a lot of time with them. Once again, thank you very much. And I congratulate my team of resource persons. Once again, I wish you all the best. Well done, children. Thank you very much.
Now I request our respected principal to honor our resource persons with certificates. Sadvi Subaya, Lamia Ibrahim, Salma Ahmad, Muhammad Wasim, Ganga,
Kareem Ahmad, Diksha, Mohammad Rida, Fatima Rauf, Giselle Fernandez, Nihal Ramesh.
Thank you all the honorary guests.
I'm sure, dear parents, that all these presentations put forward to you have cleared all your doubts about CBSEI and how it works towards the overall development of its students. Further to that, if any one of you dear parents have any questions or clarifications, you're most welcome to stand and clear your doubts. Our panel of students will try their best to clear your doubts. I would call our students Ganga, Lamia, Salma, and Wasim to the podium to clear the parents' doubts. Mohammad Rida, Can you please take charge of handling the microphone to the parents to clear their doubts? I also request our Vice Principal, Mr. Deadly O'Connor, to come up for their support.
Yes, please.
Hey, good evening. My name is Muhammad Imran, and I'm really thankful to all of you that you guys are really awesome, doing things good. The first thing which I want to ask is how you guys are maintaining this kind of attitude. MashaAllah, that is, you don't look like you're a grade 5 or grade 6 students. When I was in grade 5, I didn't know anything. Now, alhamdulillah, I can see lot of kids here with a great attitude, with great communication skills. So how do you get it? Means,
We get it from our teachers.
yeah, obviously.
With love and support.
Thanks, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Some more questions? Or if you want to appreciate your children, you can do so. You can raise your hand, and if you wish to appreciate your children or ask questions, please do so.
Good evening, everybody. I'm mother of Salim Ahmed Yosef and Karim Mariam. I would like to say thank you. Then I would like to ask about after grade 9, what should we do? What shall we do after that?
After grade 9,
Yeah,
they will go to grade 10.
after that, because you are 4 and 4 here.
Yeah, after that, they will join the 11th and 12th stream.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give you a little idea about the 11th and 12th stream. If they are interested in science, to be engineers or doctors or whatever, they need to get A1 in science, maths, and the rest of the subjects. Then they are eligible for grade 11 science stream. We also have 2 commerce streams. This year they've introduced 3 commerce streams. For commerce 1, there is, if they get grades between B1 and B2, they are eligible for commerce 1 with B1 and B2 in all other subjects. A1 also is there. That is above. I'm talking about the minimum level. The minimum level is B1. If they fail to get B1 in that or B2, then there is another option, commerce 2. Commerce 2 will help you if you are in that C1 and C2 category, and looking at your children, I'm sure they won't be in that stream. However, there is an option for that with, B1s or A1s and A2s and other subjects, so they get an opportunity there.
Okay, what about thinking to establish IG system?
That we do not have that system here, and we will not be able to because of our limited facilities, and we are trying to give our best with whatever we have.
I still have 2 years to think, but I would like that system. So probably, may you think about this? Thank you.
Our school is affiliated to Central Board of Secondary Education. Unfortunately, CBSE is not allowing parallel streams. We can have CBSE National and CBSE International. No other curriculum. We are not allowed. Okay? We're sorry for that.
Any more questions? That was a very good question. Any more questions? Parents? Okay, we'll go for a show of hands. How many of you enjoyed this evening and appreciate this evening? Let's see your hands. So let's get a grand applause for these wonderful children. Thank you, and I think this is the first time in Doha that children have oriented parents, and I feel very proud and honored leading such lovely children. I give them a great hand too. Thank you very much. Over to Giselle.
Thank you, parents. We are sure that our students have cleared all your doubts. Thank you.
Last but not the least, our program would be incomplete without expressing 2 words. One starts with T and another starts with Y. I hereby call upon Fatima to complete or wind up our program with the vote of thanks.
The words are lovely.
dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. I am Fatima of grade 7BI. On behalf of Shantiniketan family, I want to begin by thanking, first of all, our respected principal, Dr. Subhash Nair, and respected vice principal of CBSEI, Mr. Dudley O'Connor, for their strong support and encouragement for planning and organizing this resourceful evening to our parents. And I would also like to thank our vice principal, Mr. Shihabuddin, for coming here and sitting and being with us, supporting us. Dear parents, this orientation program could not have been possible without your wholehearted support and participation. I hope that everyone would take the result of this program to ensure the quality and safety of all students. I warmly welcome you again. You have done a wonderful job as parents. And I would like to express our profound gratitude to our coordinators, Mr. Donald DeCosta, Mr. Reda, and our English teacher, Mr. Biju Krishnan, for arranging, refining, and materializing such a resourceful evening to our parents. And I would like to also express a deep appreciation to Kareem, Diksha, Wasim, Ganga, Lamia, Salma, Mohammad Rada, Giselle, Sadwi, Nihal, and our photographers Safa, Anfal, and Sushmai. All of you have been working with us since the beginning of the planning stage, and you're still here today working with all of us. Thanks for your generosity. We truly appreciate your dedication. And I cannot forget the volunteers who helped organize the ceremony that we have witnessed today. I wish that the session 2016-17 be a great success and reach its goals. May Almighty bless us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you to one and all. Good night and goodbye.